So far this season, this team has found like a way to just figure things out at some point of the game whenever things can go off the tracks. You were out there for like a big portion, kind of figuring that out in the second unit tonight. Just like, what are you seeing? I think it's maybe different compared to last year, how you guys were able to solve these issues.
I don't really know about comparing it. I just know like with the group that we have on, we're just trying to figure out a way to win, and I think, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of like getting used to each other and stuff, and I mean, just have the opportunity on the court to figure that out. So I feel like we also have a lot of competitive guys and just trying to figure out whatever works for that game, and it's honestly fun playing against all the different styles that we have, and I'm just figuring it out as the games go on, but there's nothing really that can be substituted for that experience.
Another question would be, so Joe was just talking about how you guys are finding like a joy of playing with each other that also kind of breeds competitiveness. So I guess how is having fun out there kind of give you more of like an edgy instinct?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely does. I mean, it's fun to just go out and play. I think also coming off the off season, just really excited to play again. And then I think Drew and KP are just awesome guys to play with, and I mean, they do an awesome job of using their abilities, but also like being aware of everyone else's. And I feel like it just kind of magnifies their team. And yeah, it's just been a lot of fun playing with them. And yeah, just honestly having the opportunity to get out and play, because the off season, no matter how short or long it is, it feels really long. And once you get back out playing, it's a lot of fun just to get back to getting those like juices flowing and your brain working and trying to figure it out.
With Derek out, and you guys going double bigs, did you know you'd have a larger role tonight, and what were you trying to impact?
I mean, I guess it's like you don't like know for sure, but also, yeah, obviously with a guy out, then like there's going to be more time available. But I feel like I'm trying to do the same stuff I always do, which is just screening, rebounding, running, and protecting the rim, and that can kind of like look different every game. And today has ended up with me having the ball at the rim a little bit more, and other times it's our guys finding people weak side, and other times it's the guy with the ball coming off. So I feel like it's pretty consistent in terms of what we're doing. It's just how exactly it works out kind of changes game to game.
You talk a lot about how your play is more based on setting up your teammates and playing for them rather than scoring a ton or putting up big stats, whatever it might be. So how do you judge your play when you look back at a game? Obviously, it's going to be easier for a lot of fans to look at tonight with 11 points and say you played well, but how do you usually grade yourself?
Yeah, I mean, really it's just kind of going back and looking at the decisions I made, and I mean, that's like working with like Charles and Emile and just kind of seeing where that is. And that's funny because sometimes I could feel just as solid about decisions I made in a game where it's 11 points versus a game where it was 0, and it's just kind of like changes night to night. So it really is going back and looking kind of at the decisions and my energy level and how aggressive I'm being, which, yeah, sometimes it can also be like you get 3 offensive rebounds and you really just kind of lucked into them, and other times you really pursued the ball and you never got any. So it's really just kind of looking back at what your decision making was and what your reads were, and then the rest from there is kind of just out of your control. Yeah.
You've talked about figuring out your teammates, new second unit, all of that. For you, what does that entail? I know you guys had the film session with Joe after the Washington game, and what kind of things have you walked through to kind of see this improvement on the second unit?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of it is just kind of, sometimes it's like if you played poorly, kind of like looking to see what went wrong and what might have been lacking. And I mean, sometimes it's not even anyone's like effort levels or like intent as much as just like being dialed into like a specific thing that kind of just lets the rest flow. And yeah, you kind of have to have those experiences where I feel like it was like 2 games ago, it was just like our like intention and how like on the same page we were. We kind of just thought it would just kind of flow naturally instead of like really being intentional about it, and I feel like we've done a better job of doing that in the last 2 games. And I mean, some team will come and find a different challenge, and you just got to kind of figure out that one from there. So, and that's kind of the playing of the game, and you just got to figure it out as best you can, as quick as you can.
Thank you, Luke.
Thank you.